too clean, yeah, yeah. It's supreme, yeah, yeah. That's my new chick, yeah. It's a lean, yeah, yeah. I need jeans, yeah, yeah. Got my Vans on, yeah. Smoke a joint, yeah, yeah. Papa Zan, yeah, yeah. And some shrooms, yeah, yeah. On the moon, yeah, yeah. With my boo, yeah, yeah. What we do, yeah, yeah. Pour some drink, yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's going on?
She said what you want, yeah.
That's my new favorite song.
I'm too clean, yeah, yeah. 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 Look at me, yeah, yeah.
So relatable. You know? Too fucking clean. So, what's going on? Huh? We're back with the fucking stream. So, it's been great. Everything. Alright? People ask me, how are you doing? I say, very good. Very good. Thank you. You know? It's like, man, I got so many things that are great about my life, and I'm discovering all these things, and it's kind of hard to really, you know, what's the word? I'm a little tired, to be honest, but I'm still gonna do the stream. Maybe like 30 minutes or something. It's like 12:30 now. Just got home from something. I was just kind of going around, you know. Wasn't that special. It's as you guys, and with you guys I mean like my imaginary fucking viewers, which is me, which is cool. Is wait, let me close this because I'm distracted. But what the fuck was I even saying? Yeah, as you guys know, I don't like weekends. And every time I get reminded of why, it's so annoying, you know. Anyway, I'm not gonna go over that. But yeah, didn't do much, you know. I was just kind of going around the city. Just going from place to place, drinking a tea here, drinking some water there, talking to some people. Just a regular, you know. Nothing crazy. Um, I don't know. I don't have that much to share, to be honest. Let me plug in the headphones because that should be better. Right? Where are they? Right. Should I wear my hat? Yes. I like this hat. Everyone likes this hat. Okay? Except for the losers. Haha. Yeah. That was a crazy punchline. Like insane. So, I know what I'm going to talk about. Because I just stood up and it reminded me of something. Okay? Test, test. Yep. So, what I've really came to find out is that rushing is kind of like a curse. Okay? And it's good for some scenarios, you know. Sometimes you need to be fast to win, like Ferrari. But even then, you can be fast without rushing. You have to take the time that you need. It's so. It's like one of those things where if you're rushing, you're kind of signaling to the whole world and the universe. And by the whole world, I don't even mean like other people, because that doesn't really matter, even though it kind of does. It's more about just the cosmos, kind of, you know? Like the universe is like, there's these energy fields in the world, right? And, you know, the higher powers, things, the intangible. If you rush anything, you're kind of sending a signal to those things, which I just listed. You're kind of sending them a signal like, hey, I want to be cursed because I don't trust the passage of time. I'm trying to cheat it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, bro, you have time. You got time. Why are you rushing? You're not dying. Are you dying? Are you going to be dead in 30 minutes? Even if you are, what the fuck are you going to do? Are you going to make $1 million and donate it to something before you die in 30 minutes? No. Do you have a heart attack? Do you have to rush to the hospital? No. Probably not. And if that's not the case, see, I'm just listing some valid exceptions where rushing is appropriate. And I'm saying like these things because it's clear that in almost every scenario this is not the case, right? You can meet 1,000 people and, you know, really none of them has a valid reason to be rushing, frankly. Oh, you gotta get this thing done. Okay, just take your fucking time. Why have you planned too much? So now you're rushing. You're trying to cheat time. Don't you understand? So you're basically you're telling the universe like, hey, you didn't do your job correctly. You didn't give me enough time. It's ungrateful. And I'm not saying like rushing it kind of sounds funky, right? Like rushing is ungrateful. But I'm trying to make a point here, right? That is a signal you're sending. You're saying, hey, this thing that you made, this world, where the passage of time goes in a certain way, you didn't do it right because I am rushing. I'm trying to do it faster than, I don't know, necessary. So now you're spiking your cortisol. You're stressing. You're rushing. It's bad for everything. You know what I mean? Except for, you know, the exceptions. So I've come to just walk on the street slowly these days. Because I really realize, like, man, this rushing thing, this going fast all the time, it's kind of like, it's not good. It's, you know, what are you saying? What signal are you sending? If you're walking on the street and you're going like super fast, why are you in a rush? You know what I mean? Why do these 5 minutes matter? Like, actually. You know, some people have a valid reason, even without like emergencies. You know, I used to be obsessed with money. I still kind of am, but used to be obsessed with making money in the short term. So that was kind of my primary reason for being in a rush all the time. Because I was always looking for more money, faster, before the end of the day. Hypothetically, right? Well, quite literally, actually, but, you know, So you see, there is some scenarios or situations or periods in your life where it can be good, or like not good, but let's just say valid. All right. But even looking back on that period, I was in a constant rush. I can definitely say that. Looking back on that, I wasn't, I wasn't, how do you say this? It only served that specific purpose. Boing. I'm curious how that sounds. Does that sound like a guitar or something? Well, we'll find out. But what about this? Do you hear this? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Just kind of drifting off here. Now I forgot what I was talking about. No. See, it served me rushing. I might have made like 10% more money, which I guess is nice. But it also took a bunch of other things away from me. So I suppose it's a trade off. And also, I suppose it depends on where you are in your life, you know? But yeah, anyway, the signal is the signal, okay? Rushing does send that signal. And sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's just something that you're doing. You're just in that mode, in that zone, in that whatever. And that's just what you're doing. But for me right now, I ain't rushing shit. Like nothing. And it's been great. It's really rewarding. Everything at its time. So, that's that. What else? So I had this really loud neighbor. Then I went away for this little trip, right? In the penthouse. And now I came back. And I don't hear him anymore. Which is great. I'm very happy with that. Because I didn't want to knock on his door again and again and again and again and again. You know? He looked a little dangerous, to be honest. Anyway. The weather is getting better. This is great live stream. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, to be honest. But feeling good. You know what's crazy? Sometimes I find myself in these places where they serve like fucked up food, right? Cheap shit. Tasteless garbage. For example, McDonald's. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes I find myself in such places, right? And when I do, I might eat something there. And I never like it. But when I'm in there, there's all these people there. And it just always reminds me of how, retarded everyone is. And I know I keep saying that, but it's just so fucking true. Like, how are you gonna go to fucking McDonald's, bro? Okay, the only valid reason is if you're 14 or 15, alright? If you're 20 or older, the fuck are you doing at McDonald's? Or Burger King? Or any of these places? It's for poor and dumb people. You don't want to be there, bro. That's fucking... It's not... Well, it's because of the food, but it's just the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's just... Yeah, it's so low class to me. That's true. You know what's the worst thing about it? Here's the worst part. I always imagined that back in the day, you had the peasant class and then you had like the riches, right? Or middle class, whatever, I don't care. You had the classes, okay? And the peasants, I always imagined they would like really be in touch with their peasantry. They wouldn't pretend like they're more than they are, right? They're poor. So what they're gonna do? Pretend like they're rich? Can't do that. There's no fake Gucci back in the day. You understand? So it's normal. You're a peasant, so you're like, yeah, I'm a peasant. I don't care. I'm not trying to be rich or something. I'm a peasant. But now, you've got all these peasants, and since fashion became so cheap and all these products, all these consumer products which make you look fancy, like perfume and makeup, clothing, accessories, bags, all this dumb shit. Nose rings, hats, all this dumb shit. It's all cheap now. So what the poor people do is they buy a bunch of that and they think they're like looking cool now. So it's almost like they forgot that they're peasants because they have a cool hat. Or they bought perfume, so now they smell good, right? Smells like fucking shit. It's because they never learned how much you should like spray on yourself for you to have like any class. No, they spray the whole fucking thing. Put their whole face with makeup. Put on a silly fucking hat. And now they think they're fancy. You see the problem? You see the problem? This is so annoying. This is the kind of people you find in McDonald's and Burger King. That's why I hate it. Not because of the burgers. Fuck, the burgers are, the burgers are not the worst thing about it, okay? It's the people. So yeah. That is so fucking real though. I've never heard anyone say it like this. But this is exactly how I feel when I'm in any of these places. And they make it a thing too. It's like, oh, we're in McDonald's. It's like cool for them, It's almost like they're gonna like take pictures of it now too. Oh, we're at McDonald's. Look, I've got a Whopper. Yeah. What can you do, huh? Just avoid these places, frankly. It's only after like a certain time where I find myself in these places because It's the only thing that's still open, right? But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm tired. I had one of these shitty burgers. It wasn't good, bro. It was so not good. Real slop, you know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Another stream. Ended up being a pretty cool one. We had two cool things. Yeah. There's some value here. I hope this was better with the microphone like this. I was holding it like this, like this for the whole time, because otherwise, you know, if I make any sort of move, it's like, right? If I do this, yeah, we can't be doing that, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, no one, because I know that no one's watching. I don't give a fuck, right? So we've been over that. But yeah, I just keep fucking streaming, boys. I don't give a fuck. I like it. I just like to do it. I do it for myself. So yeah, now I'm tired and I go to bed.